When we left here on Friday before last, which was March the 23rd, it was the month of March. We came back today and we're in a new what?
Yeah.
We're in a new month. And what is our new month?
April.
So today is Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. Now, today was Tuesday, yesterday was what? Monday. Yesterday was Monday. Can you tell me why we did not come to school yesterday?
It was a storm.
Viviana? It was an e-learning day, and we also had a what? Inclement weather day where the storms came. So we were originally supposed to have came back to school on March the 31st. And that's why when you all left, I said when you come back, it'll still be March, and then the next day is going to change. But we had an inclement weather day. So today, we came back today, which is a new what? Month. And the new month is April. April showers bring May flowers. Who knows what season are we in? Spring. Good. We're in spring. So we have our season that we're in. And our season is spring. Our season is spring. So once again, today is Tuesday, April 1st. 2020 what?
5.
And 2025 is the what?
Year.
2025 is the what?
Year.
2025 is the year. April is the what?
Month.
Tuesday is the what?
Day.
Day of the week. And the first is the what?
Date.
Good. Good job. Good job. Now, before we left on spring break, we was talking about different diagrams. And we went over some specific diagrams, correct? So we're talking about diagrams. Diagrams are two consonants that make how many sounds together? One. There are two consonants, but how many sounds do they make? One. So right here we have CK. CK makes the what sound? Let me hear everybody. CK makes the what? Sound. SH makes the sound. TH makes the sound. And CH makes the sound. So we have CK, SH, TH, and CH sound. All right. Then we introduce two more sounds to add on to these. This is another diagram with two consonants together that makes one sound. WH makes the sound. Whoa. Everybody repeat after me.
Whoa.
What sound?
Whoa.
WH makes what sound? Whoa. Let me hear everybody.
Whoa.
Let me hear you again.
Whoa.
Again.
Whoa.
Whoa. WH makes the sound. Whoa. And then this is a picture of a what?
Whistle.
This is a picture of a what?
Whistle.
WH makes the sound.
Whoa.
And said what?
Whistle.
Good job. Right here, we have some words that begin with the what sound? Woo sound. Right here, we have a word. What word is this? Wind. Let's break it down together. Woo in wind. And right here, we have the word what? Will. Let's break it down. Woo in will. So right here at the bottom, we have where we can write the beginning sound, the middle sound, and the what? Ending sound. So in the word wind, the beginning sound is what? What's the beginning sound?
Whoa.
What's the beginning sound? Whoa. Whoa. So that's WH. The middle sound you hear in is what? You hear the what?
E.
You hear that E. And then the ending? Is it saying N? Let's break it down together. Whoop and Now next, we have our second word, which is, what's the word?
Will.
Let's break it down. Beginning sound is what?
Will.
Middle sound is what? Ending sound is what? That's what I want to hear. Ending sound is, let's try it again. Beginning sound, middle sound, ending sound. What's the word? Now some of you all get confused and y'all want to say that I makes the S sound. What sound does I make? So you have to remember that. What's the word? Will. That's the word. Will. Good job, good job, good job. So, right here you see the picture of the mouth. And this is how your mouth looks when you make the whoop. You see? Whoop, 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 whoop. You see how her lips are? You see how my lips are? Whoop. Look at your neighbor lips. Whoop, 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 whoop. You see your neighbor lips? Look at your partner lips. Get your table. Whoop, 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 whoop. Do they look like this? Lips on the board? Yes. And this is a picture of a what? Watermelon. Watermelon. So right here, WH makes the whoop sound, but this is W by itself. So what sound does W make by itself? Whoop. Whoop. Did that sound alike?
No. Yes.
Listen again. W by itself makes what sound? Whoop. See, WH together makes what sound?
Whoop.
So I'm asking you again, does it sound alike?
Yes.
It sounds alike, doesn't it? So you have to remember when to use the WH and when to just use the what? The W. Oh, look here. Now we have another diagram. This is two consonants PH. PH makes the sound. What sound? What sound again? Again, it makes a what sound? It makes a sound. Now, this is a picture of a what?
Phone.
This is a picture of a phone. And PH makes what sound? What other letter makes a sound?
L.
So, PH and then F, do that sound alike?
Yes.
Yes, it does. It sounds alike. Right here we have some words. Now look carefully. Look carefully. Look carefully. All right, this is the word what? Phone. Phone. Beginning. Middle. On. So what's the word? What's the word?
Phone.
The word is phone. It has a magic what? It has a magic what? It has a magic what? It has a magic E. So by having a magic E, can we hear the E?
No.
You can't hear the E, but it's an E goes in the end of this word. Imagine or what silent what? E. Alright. Next. We have this word right here. What is that word?
Bill.
Feel. This is someone's what? This is someone's what? Name. This is someone's name. His name is what? Phil. His name is Phil. What's the first sound you hear, Phil? Second sound you hear?
Yeah.
The last sound?
Oh.
Phil. Phil. And then we're going to go back again and do our other word. On. your journals. Go ahead and pull out your journals quickly, quickly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead on the journal, and what we're going to write first? First name, last name, and today's what? Day. First name, last name, and today's date. Go to the last page you wrote on. This was the last page that you wrote those sentences. All right. Good job. Pull out your pencil. And we have two words right here. What are the two words? Win and win and fill. Win and what? Fill. We have win, fill, and go ahead and write your first name, last name, today's date. We also have the word whim, whip, with, which, wet, and whip. And we're going to write those words together. We're going to write those words together. Are we ready? Quickly, 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 quickly. First name, last name, today's date, and we're going to go on. All right. The first word is win. So on your paper, you should write number 1, W, A, E, what? N. What's the first word? Win. Whoop. In. What's the word? Win. Go ahead and write that word for me. Go ahead and write that word for me. Win. 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 We on number 1. Win. Win. Should that W be capitalized? No. Is my W capitalized? No. So should your W be capitalized? No. Your W should not be capitalized. Your W should not be capitalized. Go ahead and write. What's going on? Go ahead and write. All right. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Listen carefully. Whoop, am, wham. Whoop, am, wham. Whoop, W-H, E-I-M. What's the word? Wham. What's the word? What's the word?
Will.
Whoop, am. What's the word?
Will.
Wham is the word. Whoop, am, wham. Number 2 and wham. Number 2 and wham. Are you following me on the board? Are you following me on the board? Number 1 is win, whoop, and. Number 2 is wham, whoop, am. I have number 2 and then I wrote the word wham. Number 3. Number 3. Whoop, am. Whoop, am. Whoop, am. Whoop, am. How we gonna write that? W, H, what? Whoop, F, I, F, L. Whoop, F. What's the word? Whip. 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 What's the word? Everybody can see? Sit up so you can see. Everybody can see? Number 4. Let's see, can you spell this word? Which. Whoop, itch. Which. Whoop, itch. Which. Again. Whoop, itch, which. What should we have first? H, that's the beginning sound. The middle sound is what? N. So that's the letter I, and the ending sound is? So what's two letters? C-H. Whoop, itch, which. Whoop, itch, which. Whoop, itch, which. All right, number 5. Whip.
Miss Abernathy is needed in the main office. Miss Abernathy is needed in the main office.
Whoop, it, whip. Whoop, it, whip. So how do we spell whip? W-H, whoop, it, what's next? I, and what's at the end? P. Whoop, it, whip. Whoop, it, what? Whip. Whoop, it, what? Whip. Number 6. Feel. Feel. Now we got to remember. You got to remember. Feel. The little boy's name. Feel. Feel. What letters do we need?
P-H.
Cause PH makes the what sound?
I.
Ooh. Phil. What's the word? Phil. What's the little boy's name?
Phil.
His name is what?
Phil.
Is the P capitalized or lowercase? Because I know it's what? Why is it capitalized?
Because it's somebody's name.
It's somebody's name. So your P should be what?
Capitalized.
Your P should be what?
Capitalized.
Your P should be what?
Capitalized.
Look at the board and pay attention. Your P should be what?
Capitalized.
Your P should be capitalized because that's the little boy's name. And the little boy's name is what?
Bill.
What's the little boy's name?
Bill.
The little boy's name is what?
Bill.
Bill. Oh, yes, ma'am. The little boy's name is what? The little boy's name is Phil. Okay, put your pencil down and let's read these words. So let's go over these few little WH words again. Everybody look up here. Our pencil should be down. Our eyes should be up here on the board. Our eyes should be up here on the board. First word, whim. Whim. Again, whim. Whim. Whoop is whip. Whoop and whip. Whoop is whip. Whoop is whip. Whoop is whip. Now we just gonna read the words by themselves. Let's go. Whim, whip, whack, whip, witch, whip. Good job, good job, good job. So today, we talked about 2 diagrams. And that's diagram WH and diagram what? WH, can you remember? WH and what?
PH.
WH and PH. So you can close your journals and put your journals and your pencils inside of your desk. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, everybody sit up and look at the board. Everybody sit up and look at the board. So today, I'm going to read you a story. And the title of this story And this is a short Colorful story, okay? Can
Okay.
everybody see?
Yes, no.
All right. Phil and Whit went on a walk. On a whim, they went to see Steph. She could whip them up a snack. She was a whiz with a whiz. Are you listening? You should be listening to me. Everybody should be sitting up listening to Miss Daniels. Which snack do you want too much on? Said Steph. Whit would want a big snack, but Phil would want a small snack. Let me have a whack at this dish, said Steph. She whips up a dish to munch on. Phil and Whit got a whiff of the dish. Yum, said Whit. The pals were glad they went to see Steph on a whim. All right, so look at it again, boys and girls, and we're going to read it together. Everybody sitting up? Okay, let's go. On a whim. Good job. Phil and Whit went on a walk. On a whim, they went to see Steph. She could whip them up a snack. She was a whiz with a whiz. Which snack do you want too much on? Said Steph. Which would want a big snack, but Phil would want a small snack. Let me have a whack at this dish, said Steph. She whipped up a dish to munch on. Phil and Whit got a whiff of the dish. Yum, said Whit. The pals were glad they went to see Steph. Good job. Good job. And in this sense, in this decodable story, we have several words that have the diagram what?
W-H-and-P-H.
W-H-and-P-H. So we're going to circle each word that has a diagram in it, W-H or P-H, right?
Yeah.
So the first one will be what? Yeah. Then it will be what? With. And then it will be what? Will. Then it will be what? Whip. And then it will be what? With. And then what? With. Good job. Then with. Much on and what? With. Good. And then good. And then whack. And then whip. I like that how I hear that S on the end. And then with. Got a what? Whip. And Young said who? What's his name? What's her name? Whit. All right. Good job. Now, who were the characters in the story? Who were the characters in the story? Phil, and Whit, and who? Steph. Those were the characters in the story. How many characters in the story? Three. Three characters were in the story. Three characters were in the story. There was Phil, Whit, and who? Steph. Those were the three characters in the story. So let's see. Phil and Whit went on a what?
Walk.
Phil and Whit went on a what?
Walk.
Who did they go to see? They went to go see Steph. Who you think Steph is? Maybe a good friend, huh? Yeah. So Phil and Whit, they went on a walk and they went to go see who? Steph. They went to go see Steph. They They went to go see Steph because she can whip them up a what? A snack. She can whip them up a snack because they said she was a whiz with the whip. So let's go back right here on a whim. A whim means like all of a sudden. Just all of a sudden you decide. And that's what they did. Phil and Whit, they were walking and they just all of a sudden decided on a whim that they would go and see who? Steph. So they all of a sudden decided to go see Steph. And they knew that Steph could whip up. That means that she could make a real good snack real quick, whip it on up real quick. Whip them up a snack. Because she was a whiz with that whiz. So somebody will want a big snack and then somebody will want a small snack. Who will want a big snack? Do you remember?
No.
We will want a what? Big snack. And who else?
Pill.
Phil will want a what?
Small snack.
Phil will want a small snack. And then they said, let them take a whack of this dish. So she whips it up. She whips the dish up for them to munch on. And Phil and Whit got a what? Not a whip. A whip. They got a quick spell. A whip. Woo.
Yum.
That whip. Ooh. That whip across my nose real quick. So another word for a quick smell of the dish. And what did they say? Mmm.
Yeah.
Said, what? With the pals were glad they went to go see who? Steph. So they was glad that they went to go see Steph.
Daniel,
Yes, ma'am.
we can meet on Zoom. I'll just send you the Zoom link.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. So they were happy that they decided to go to Steph's house so Steph can whip them up a quick what? Snack. And they got a whim of that snack. They got a whim of it. And the whim was it smelled so good. They said, yum. And they were so happy that they had a chance to go get what?
Snack.
They were so happy they had a chance to go get those snacks. So today, we went over 2 diagrams, which is, the 2 diagrams we went over were what? WH and what?
PH.
WH and PH. WH makes the what sound? Woo. As in the letter what? W. Both of them make the same what? Sound.
Sound.
Far as PH, we have the P and the H, and we have an F, and we have 2 F's. Guess what? All 3 of them make the same what? Look on the board. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even have it up here. Look up here on the, Look up here. If you have F, F makes what sound? See, y'all know. 2 F's makes what sound? And the PH makes what sound? So therefore, all 3 of these letters make the same what?
Sound.
Right here. You have F, 2 F's. So you have the F, the double F, and then you have the PH. Makes the what sound? Makes the what? Full sound. You have the word win, in, and you have the word what? Feel. All right, boys and girls, and we will finish talking more about this tomorrow. Now we're going to get ready to go into our what? Station.